Hi friends, welcome back to Farm Girl Diaries. My name is Keelan. We're in the seed room today, and you can see behind me, I have all of my seeds started. I have a third row down here, but I have all of my seeds started. One of my best friends came over yesterday and helped me get these guys started. So hopefully within a couple of days, we start having some things pop up. And let me specify, I don't have all of my seeds started. We planted a lot of our flowers some of my flowers I am too late to start. So we planted things like hollyhock, cosmos, begonias, geraniums, that kind of thing. And I started my tomatoes, my eggplants, and my peppers. I also have my brassicas going, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and cauliflower. And I still have a whole bunch of other things we're going to start later, such as all my squash stuff, the cucumbers, beans, all the things that get big very quickly. We're going to start them later. But I got a good amount of stuff already started. So hopefully we start having a lot of growth in this room in just a few days. But we're going to do two things today. One, we know we're doing it and we know why we're doing it. And one, we're going to do an experiment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start a sweet potato slips. This is the time to start sweet potatoes. And I do prefer, you can do them on a windowsill. You don't have to do them in a seed room, but I do like to have them on a heat mat. And I do have a heat mat down here for my peppers. All of your peppers really they need heat to germinate. So all of my peppers are on the heat mat down here below this shelf here. And I'm going to put these seed potato slips on that heat mat. And then as these grow, these will take some time to grow. As these start growing, I'll play with it. I'll move the heat lamp up or the heat mat up until it gets to some light, because the peppers really only need it to germinate. So I can move it around and play with it after my peppers germinate. But sweet potato slips are super, super easy to start. All I have is I have some store-bought sweet potatoes. You can use ones you have, and I am going to use ones I have. I only bought 7 sweet potatoes. I got 7 for $4. I only got 7, but I want to do at least 10. And my sweet potatoes that I have left are a little smaller. They're much smaller than this guy. So I don't know how well they're going to go. So I'm going to try both. But for now, for this video, I forgot the small ones upstairs. So I'm just going to do these store-bought ones for this video. The second thing we're going to be doing, that I have no idea if it's going to work or not. It seems far-fetched, but I'm going to try it. I've seen on a couple of different platforms where you can take a blueberry, allegedly you smash it, and if you plant it in soil and water it, it sprouts and you can grow a blueberry bush from a blueberry. So I have some blueberries, so I thought, what the heck, we're going to try. So let's start with the sweet potato slips. This is super easy. I've already done it. So the first thing, and actually this part I do think is normally the hardest part, is you want to find the root of the sweet potato. Where was the sweet potato attached? And in my case, in this one, I think it was right there. That's where kind of like the belly button of the sweet potato is. On the other side, I just have some kind of like knots and eye looking things, but nothing that I really think was the root. You can also kind of tell when it tapers a little bit. Sometimes that helps identify the root. If you do it wrong, I did it wrong last year and I realized it and I fixed it. What ends up happening is I have one from last year that I literally never did anything with, and this is just going to get thrown away at this point. It's so old. But you take a sweet potato and you let it sit in the water, and you can see that it's grown roots, and it'll grow these slips, and these you would not let die, but you would harvest these off the sweet potato and plant these. And this is how you would start your sweet potatoes. This guy wasn't ready when I went to plant. I kept saying, I'm gonna start him, I'm gonna get him, and I never did. So he's still sitting there. What happens if you plant this upside down, you plant your sweet potato upside down, you'll see these sprouts will start growing, and they will grow the right way. They will want to grow out. So what that means is this guy is going to go in the jar like this, based on where I think the root is, based on how he tapers a little bit. You can see that kind of like there a little bit better. I'm going to put him in the jar like this. If I was to put him upside down, the eyes here would grow the wrong direction. If they're underneath the surface here, they would start out pointing down and they would turn themselves to point up. They will not grow down. They will turn themselves to point up. So once you kind of see they've started to make that turn, flip them over real quick. And I had a couple that did that last year, and I was able to save them just fine. So when I say a slip, this is what I mean by a slip. These growths that should have leaves on them, again, this guy is dead, they should have these leaves on them. These you take off and plant in water. They will grow more roots, just like this potato has. And you put them in water, they'll grow roots just like that potato has. And then you can plant them in the ground, and that's how you grow your sweet potatoes. So a lot of people don't know you can do this, and it's super, super easy. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my potato in the jar. I'm going to put him the right way. He's going to go that way because, again, there's my tapered. It's hard to see, but there's my little root. I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to fill this with water, and I'm going to have water touching the sweet potato. I kind of want him nice and submerged in the water. And then every 5 days or so, you're going to come change the water and renew the water. And that's all you do, and then you let them sit. You can do it. So, and then you have like ones like this one that are hard. Like there is a little eye and there's an eye. So we're going to do the best we can, and then if they start growing the wrong way, we will flip them around. You can start these on a kitchen ledge, like a kitchen sink. And I've done that before, and it works just fine. So I have them all on the heat mat. I have 9 total. About on average, you could expect about 5 to 10 slips per potato. It really depends the length of time and how much time you give it. So I'm growing for me and for my dad. So I want to hopefully I have enough, and we'll see. I don't think it's really too much of a science. So last thing we're going to do is we're going to do an experiment. So I'm going to get one of my 6-pack containers, and we're going to see if this works. Saw it on the internet, so the internet can't be wrong, right? We're going to see if we can't grow some blueberry bushes from seed. And I actually don't have seed, I have blueberries. So see if you can grow blueberries from, see if you can grow blueberry plants from blueberries. So what it said to do is you take your blueberry and you carefully squish it. I guess much like can't really tell. Like that. Can't really tell. It's hard to like hold something that's gonna fall. How do you do that? Like, I see it's a squished blueberry, trust me. And then I'm just gonna put it into my tray. I'm gonna cover it with dirt. I'm gonna do, I think I got like, we'll see. I'm gonna fill up this 6 tray for sure. I might do a second 6 tray. I don't know. And then we're gonna give it a few weeks. We're gonna give it at least fully until all these vegetables go in the garden to see if it sprouts. And if it sprouts, we'll start more. I don't know that I have a lot of faith in this. Okay, I'm just gonna start 6 for now. Honey, wooden popsicle stick. You know, even if this doesn't work, I feel like this is a fun experiment, right? You don't know until you try. I mean, I feel like I know, but we're gonna try. So 6 blueberries are going in here, and I'm gonna put them, they're not fully on the heat mat because that heat mat is a little full, but I'm gonna put them on the heat mat. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll keep you updated. I'll bring you along for how the sweet potatoes do and if I get anything with my blueberries. And then stay tuned. I'll show you everything that we're doing with all of our vegetables. So stay tuned.